All right. So, yeah, guys, man, I'm excited. I just really wanted to put on something that was a full day of you getting information without you having to leave your house, without you having to, go buy right, without you having to buy, you know, a $300 ticket and then fly somewhere. I want to give you guys something that you can do, and watch right from your home. So how many of you, let me ask you this real quick. We're about to take a quick break, but how many of you would like if you could spend a few months with all the coaches that you just saw so far? And we haven't even got we got furnishing to talk about. We have co-hosting to talk about. We have a special guest, my guy Dion, coming. How many of y'all feel like you would get value if you was able to spend a few months with us? Like, how many of you guys would want something like that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you would like to spend a few months with us where you can get this kind of value every day, have access to the different coaches that was talking throughout the day. Just go ahead and let me know in the chat. All right. Because here's the deal, y'all. I remember before all this started for me, and I went to a conference, and this conference, it was in Atlanta. And when I was in the room, y'all, it was just so impactful. I had never been in a room like that. I'd never been around so many like-minded people. I've never been around so many knowledgeable people. And when I was in this room, I was just like, yo, I want more of this, because everything that I've done, it was me figuring it out on my own. It was me trying to go on YouTube. It was me trying to read the book. It was just me. I never had that kind of guidance. And when I went to this event, I realized how powerful it was to get coaching from people. And I know when you look at people like Daressa who came up here, people like Shanae who came up here, and you guys get to hear from some other people, like the speakers, like Beyonce, like Landon, like Carmen, right? The thing that we all have in common is being coached. So what I'm going to do is, right, we're going to go through this day, we're going to finish and give out all this information. But what I want to do today is sometime towards the end, I want to give an opportunity to just 10 people to be a part of our high-level coaching program, where you get that kind of individual attention, where you get, direct access to me. You get to work with people like V. If you wanted to go get an international Airbnb, you get to get coaching from people like Landon. I don't have 20K. I didn't ask you for 20K. I didn't ask you for anything, right? And here's the deal. Drop a 100 in chat if I can keep it real with y'all. Drop a 100 in the chat if I can keep it real. Drop 100 in the chat if I can keep it real. I put this on for you guys. I am not in a convincing game. It's just not my thing. I don't convince anybody to do anything. Whatever it is that you want for you, I want it for you too. Like, if you are okay with where you are, and if you think you got it all figured out, and if you think, whatever your path is the correct one, I want that for you. If you are, let's say if you're struggling and you are living check to check, and you are, whatever, and you don't want to do anything about it, I want it for you too. Whatever it is that you want for you, I want it for you. But if you are a person on here that you want to take it to the next level, like you want to increase in life, you want to really take your life to the next level, I want that for you too. But I will not be like friends and family members that just pat you on the back and say, hey, no, it's okay, you can do this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The truth is, JD, I was broke for many years. The only thing that changed my life was I invested. Now, listen, just so I can clear air, you will not be offered anything that's $20,000. You won't be offered anything that's $10,000. You won't be offered anything that's $5,000. I'm just telling you that right up front, because it's not my intention. But I have to be honest with you. I invested. My first investment, right, was $3,500 for a mentorship. The very next investment was $55,000 for a mastermind, right? I have students on here that have paid $20,000 for me to coach them. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to do that today. But I am going to give 10 people a very, very, very special opportunity. But I only can do it for 10 people. I won't do it for 11. I won't do it for 12. I won't do it for 10 and a half people. But I'm telling you, and I'll share this information with you at the end. I just want to kind of give you guys some preference, right? And in fact, I'm going to share my screen for a second. But the main thing that I'm trying to teach you guys is if you want to really go up in life, like if you really want to take your life to another level, you have to find where you can invest in. You have to find the thinking that outthinks you, right? Let me say that again. You have to find the thinking that outthinks you. And let me make it clear, I'm a very logical person. If you knew what it took to be successful, whatever it is success is for you, if you knew what it took, you would be there. If you are on here and you're saying to yourself, I really want to get to a point where I'm making $100,000 a year, and you're not doing that, if you knew the answers, you would be there. If the answers were on YouTube, you would be there. If you want to get to $1 million, right? If you knew, you would do it. So I'm telling you, the best thing that I've ever done, literally, was investing in people who had what I want. I call it the thinking that outthinks me. It's people who can see things and know things that you can't even see yourself, right? So that's what coaching is about, right? So once again, at the end, I'm going to give 10 people the opportunity to join our program and get directly coaching, okay? So here's what I'm going to give you, like a basics of kind of like what's included. But at the end, what I'm going to do is, for those people who are interested, right? Obviously, there's way more than 100 people on here, right? For those people who are interested, I'm going to do a separate breakout room with you at the end. So everybody else who is not interested, they can just take this free information and go with it. But I'm going to have a talk. We're going to do some Q&A a little bit. I'll be able to answer some questions, but I'm going to talk about our program. But let me give you a brief overview so I can send you guys to lunch, and then we'll come back and we have way more information. And I have a special guest speaker, so I'm excited about that. But basically, with our program, it's a very hands-on program. I just realized that sometimes people just needed to be guided through the process. So we have a mastermind program. And in fact, I don't even want to share this. Let me do this. Let me do this. I want to share something else. Here we go. This is what I want to share. This is what I want to share. Hold on. Let me pull this up for y'all real quick. Give me 1 second. Because I realized that people just need, you need the ongoing guidance. That's why you have a person like Daressa that comes up here, and she's able to go ahead and, is that this one? I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. She'll come up here and she'll be able to go and do 90,000 in less than a year. Chanel will be able to come up here and do 180,000 in a year. Why do you think, like, do you guys think like this is just like something magical, like they were lucky? No, it's not lucky. They had coaching. They had somebody who did it that said, hey, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to not waste your money. Let me show you how to not waste your time. Let me show you how to get there faster. And that's what I learned. When I invested in my first mentorship, like that's really what it was. I said, oh, shoot, I wish I knew this earlier. So in our program, right, what we do is we just try to pretty much figure out every single thing that you would need in your process to make it easier so you can get bigger results a lot faster than anybody else. So with our program, just so you know, okay, I'm gonna drop a link in a second for an application. It's not asking you to pay any money or any of that stuff. It's just an application to see if we are a right fit for you, but also to see if you're a right fit for us. Everybody is not going to qualify. You may answer the questions and we're going to say, listen, this is not for you, because we're not looking for everybody, right? I'm just letting you guys know there's a lot of people on here. The reason we're only taking 10 is that we got to be a right fit for you, but you got to be a right fit for us. We're not just accepting anybody willing to pay. For some of you, your money will be turned down today. Just letting you know that, right? We're just not going to, if you have the money, but you don't meet the qualifications, it's not a right fit, right? We want to make sure people come in here like a Shanae, people come in here like a Daressa, that we can actually make sure that you get the results and you go out and start making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So here's what's included so you guys know, and I'm going to go over all this in details and break it all down at the end. I just want to kind of give you some kind of basis so you can decide if you want to just fill out the application, okay? So what's going to come with it is you're going to get LLC creation services, where actually Carmen is going to help you guys with this. She's going to do 2 calls with you. These are going to be one-on-one calls where she's going to walk you through creating your LLC, so you don't have to pay somebody thousands of dollars to get your LLC. She's going to help you get your DUNS number, which is your social security number for business. That's how you are able to build business credit. That's how people like Shanae was able to go get $30,000 in funding to go ahead and run their business. Some people say, I don't have the money, right? Well, remember, you just got to change the way you look at things. You might not have the money, but if you get the DUNS number, you build the credit right, you get access to $30,000. Do you have the money? Yes or yes, right? So this is what we teach you. Then she's going to also walk you through getting your business virtual address. We're going to also help you get your business email. So you have the right foundation set up. This is a foundation set so you can go out and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you want to do it like anybody else who's just looking to make, you know, if I can make an extra $500 a month, cool. Maybe you don't need to do all this, but this is not for you. I'm looking for the people who want to make at least $100,000. That's like the minimum. And honestly, there's nobody in my mastermind program that has done the things that I said that hasn't at least crossed over $200,000, right? So once we do that, we're gonna have your foundation set up to make sure that you are positioned to make good money. Then we're gonna make sure we have a logo created for you, so you have a professional logo. Because when you go to businesses, they can always tell, right? The difference between a person who's like, oh, I'm just trying to get units to put on Airbnb, and the person who comes, they have their DUNS number, they have their LLC, they have their business address, they have their logos, everything looks professional, right? So we're gonna have your team create a logo for you. Then we're gonna have our team create a funnel for you. And I'll show you guys an example of this a little bit later. And basically a funnel is basically the new version of a website, right? Websites are outdated. It's like Blockbuster. Funnels are like Netflix. It'll have your name, it'll have your, you know, your business name, it'll have your colors, your color scheme on it, it'll have your logo on it, it can have pictures of you, it'll have pictures of units. So it's going to be a professional site. So when you go to these buildings, these complexes, and the things that you're learning today, and they say, cool, do you have a website? You say, yes, we do. And it looks nice, it looks professional. I'll show you guys an example of one later on. You're going to get access to a property finder platform with Landon, where Landon has Airbnb approved properties. Also, that comes with his coaching. You guys will get access to, and I'll talk about that as well. You guys, I know you like Landon with all the midterm rental coaching, but I told you he has a Airbnb approved property finding platform where you go on the platform, you can pick whichever unit you want, and then boom, they connect you to the property owner. As long as you meet their qualifications, which are usually minimal, the unit is yours, right? You're going to get access to our international property locating service with V, right? If you choose that, if you want to go the international route, I'm going to connect you with her. I'm going to give you access to her coaching. Now, I'm just going to keep it real. Her program is not my program, right? That's her program. But when you join my program, I literally give you access to that. I pay her for you to be able to take part into her program and her services. And when you go out and get your unit, I also help with with money towards that deposit. Okay. So when you join the program, this is all going to be included. Okay. You're going to also get access to Metro 2 credit software. You're going to hear from our guest speaker today. So any of you guys have things that you need to fix your credit, improve, get things taken off, you can literally use this software to improve your credit yourself. You don't have to pay nobody tens of, I don't think they charge that much. Some people do, but you don't have to pay people thousands of dollars so they can fix your credit. And all you do is waste time and don't get results. You can now just go and do it yourself. Okay. You're going to also get furnishing services. This is going to be with my wife. You're going to hear from her today, where when you get your first unit, right, if it's in the States, or if it doesn't come with furniture, my wife will design the entire unit for you. She's going to find all the furniture online. You can tell her, do you like a certain color scheme? You can tell her if you like a certain, a certain theme. She'll go and create a theme for you, right? Show it to you. If you like it, she will literally get on a call with you, and you guys will shop online together. She's going to tell you where to find everything. One of the biggest things people do that hurt them, they spend way too much money on furniture. So we're going to not only design the unit for you, but we're going to go and find the furniture for you. Okay. Online. I'm not going to the store. Don't be like, hey, you said you're going to go to the store. I got a unit in Tulum. No. We're not going. We're going to get online. We're going to show it to you, and then you can put it in your cart, and then you can check out. All right. But some of y'all get crazy. Y'all be acting totally unusual. Okay. You're gonna also get listing creation services. So basically, when it's time to create your listing on like Airbnb, we're gonna have somebody that will walk you through creating your listing. So why? So now it's designed for you to get bookings and make money. You're gonna get access to mastermind weekly calls. And we also have our community that has access to over 40 plus calls, where you'll hear from people like Landon. You have grants calls, so you get access to money that you don't have to pay back. We got co-hosting calls, Metro 2 credit calls, midterm rental calls, social media and digital products calls. I mean, y'all, we have so many things that you guys have access to with the program. So does this sound like anything somebody would like to be a part of? If it is, I'm going to drop a link. Every single one of you can apply, but we're going to take the 10 people who make the most sense and who seems like they really want to go ahead and take this to another level. So what I'm going to do, y'all, is in the chat, in the chat, I am going to, hold on, let me get out of this real quick. Oh, let's stop share. In the chat right now, for those of you who are interested, I'm going to drop a simple, it's like 5 questions, y'all. Just answer the questions. And at the end, for those of you who qualify, those who fill out the application, I'm going to go into a breakout room. We're going to answer questions. We're going to break down everything. I'm going to go into this in more detail for you. And then we will go with the people who's ready and those who fit our qualifications. All right. So I'm going to drop the link now. Let me go ahead and grab it. All right. Oops, that ain't it. All right, that's it. All right, cool. So there you go, y'all. There's the link. Click that. We are going to be back here at, we're going to be back here at, what time is it? At 2 o'clock, y'all, 2 o'clock. So just go grab whatever you need to grab. I don't see the link. Oh, sorry, I sent it because y'all be writing me directly, so we messing it up. Hold on. Y'all don't be writing no direct messages because then I'll be writing y'all directly. So I just dropped the link right there for the applications. It's a simple application. Take you a few minutes. Grab you some food, grab you some drinks. I'm gonna leave this on, and we'll be y'all 2 o'clock sharp. 2 o'clock sharp. We are already a few minutes behind, and I definitely don't want to mess it up for our upcoming speakers. So go ahead and fill out that application, and at the end, I will go ahead and let you guys know. I'll give you the breakout room information for those who want to come in and hear the full thing about the program and how everything works and what's included, et cetera, et cetera. I'll do that at the end. All right. All right, y'all. See y'all in a little bit. Call me anytime you like. What up, y'all? Right. Let's go ahead and start getting ready. Um. What's up? Okay, I see y'all here. I see y'all here. We back like we never left. We back like we never left. How was the first part? How'd y'all like the first part? He said, honestly, we probably never did. Oh, I never stopped the recording. That sucks.